Lillian, you're working late?
I can't work tomorrow. I have to take my sister shopping.
Oh, that sounds fun.
Maybe to you. I find it frivolous.
Okay then. Have a good night.
Miss Teagard,
Oh, Captain Burns, you startled me.
I need to talk to your boyfriend. Any idea where I can find him?
Oh, he's out of town on business.
Well, tell Mr. Martin Bartell to come find me as soon as he comes back. My house, not the station.
Well, I can give you his phone number.
No phone calls. They can be traced.
Is everything all right?
Do yourself a favor and stay out of this one.
Tell me his name again.
Tim Prentice. He moved here a little while ago to work for Martin. Martin knows him from the CIA. He's very nice.
Nice is how my great aunt describes men she wants to fix me up with.
Handsome. And it's not a setup. It's dinner. Mother and John will be there, Martin too. It'll be fun. Oh.
Then why do you look so worried?
No, I'm not worried. I'm just frustrated that I can't fix this leak myself.
Tell me again why you didn't call a plumber?
Because I should be able to deal with simple household repairs myself. You know, I had the strangest conversation with Captain Burns last night.
Chief of Police, Captain Burns, the one who hates you?
I can't stop thinking about it. I mean, it wasn't a threat exactly, but it felt like it.
That plane is flying awfully low.
What in the world?
Oh my gosh! What was that? Was that a body?
So,
What?
it's Captain Burns. I can't believe this happened. Poor Captain Burns.
So you were outside when the body dropped?
Yeah, fixing the faucet.
You're right there.
What kind of a plane was it? Crop duster?
Well, I'm not sure. It was a single engine. It was white with a blue stripe.
He was right there, exactly. So we were fixing the faucet. Because we can.
Can you take her up to see medics? I think she's in shock.
Hey, I'm so sorry. I know that you worked with him. You must feel awful.
Do you remember the last time you saw him?
Last night, he came to the library looking for Martin.
Okay, well, that's it for now. I'll maybe need you and Sally at the station later. How does this always happen to you?
Trust me, this never happens to me.
You know, most people go their entire lives without ever seeing a murder.
So it was definitely a murder because I think I saw a stab wound.
Do me a favor, stay out of this one.
Are you okay?
I just keep seeing that plane and Captain Burns, and it's all so sad.
Maybe you should go home.
No, I'm fine. I'm fine. You need help cleaning up, it's all.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll be fine.
Okay.
Aurora, there you are.
Martin. That was nice.
I came straight from the airport. You could have been killed.
I don't think so. Whoever was flying didn't want to hurt us. They wanted us to see. What?
You are the only person I know that could have a near-death experience and immediately start solving the crime.
Well, why else would you drop a body in somebody's yard while they were there?
Well, I suppose we should cancel dinner with your mother.
Oh my gosh. Dinner.
Aurora. Aurora.
I still think you could have canceled.
I tried to convince her.
I mean, it's positively ghoulish having a dinner party in the middle of a crime scene. And pizza.
Mother, it is not a crime scene, it's my home. And I still need to eat. And I thought it would be good for Sally to have company after what happened today.
I can't believe you're not more upset.
Well, I am upset. You're the one that always says good friends and family are the best medicine.
Well, you do say that.
As long as Ro isn't gonna play matchmaker, I'm fine.
Matchmaker.
Oh, you little sneak.
What? Martin's friend moved to town a few months ago.
Bro, tell me you didn't.
What? I'm just trying to help him get settled.
I already told her I wasn't interested.
Knock, knock. I hope you don't mind the door was open, so I just let myself in.
Hey.
Hey.
Aurora doesn't seem to care that she could have been badly hurt. She just wants to solve the mystery.
I care about getting hurt.
Well, good for you, Sally. That is a sign of health. We just lost a respected member of our community. It's a tragedy. It's not a mystery.
I know it's terrible, but this isn't just any mystery. Captain Burns gave me a strange message and then shows up dead in my yard.
What message?
He warned me to stay out of it. He wanted to talk to Martin.
Don't look at me, I barely knew the man.
Captain Burns quite reasonably objected to the fact that Aurora interferes in police work.
I prefer to think of myself as helping.
Aurora runs a club that meets once a month, the Real Murders Club,
We solve historical murders.
and solved the last 4 homicides in Lawrencetown, thanks to Aurora.
Which probably explains why Captain Burns didn't want to talk to me, but not why he ended up in my yard.
Maybe it's a dare. Someone who knows your talents is challenging you to solve this crime.
Well, that's a dare I forbid you to take.
Thank you, Aida.
You're great. Your ideas, they're great. You should come to our next meeting.
I'd love to.
That was very sneaky of you setting up Tim and Sally like that.
Well, I wasn't sneaking. I told Sally she'd like him, and she did.
Little meddler. Hey, mind grabbing my jacket? I'm gonna head out.
I suppose they should be thanking you. Oh, hey, listen, I got you a present.
Why don't we save it for a happier day?
Sure.
Excuse me.
As your mayor, it is my sad duty to announce that Captain Frederick Burns, 20-year chief of the Lawrencetown Police Department, died yesterday of an apparent homicide. Lieutenant Liggett Smith will serve as acting chief until I make a new appointment. Yes?
I believe the job of acting chief goes to senior homicide detective.
Detective Lambert just came back to the department. He spent some time with the Seattle PD.
That's right. And before that, I worked here for 20 years, which makes me senior officer.
Actually, it doesn't. Check the manual, Article 4, Paragraph 3. Excuse me.
Detective Smith. Detective Smith, you got a minute?
Not really.
It's about the Burns murder. I was thinking you might need someone to take over the investigation.
Why does that not surprise me?
I'm just wondering who you're looking at. For suspects.
I appreciate your enthusiasm. If I need help, I'll ask.
Are you sure about this? Her husband's body fell in your bushes. It might not be appropriate.
Bess Burns volunteers at the library. She's Lillian's sister. And my friend. Oh, she must be devastated. We're here to support her.
But not to investigate, right? Because your mother said...
What? That would be inappropriate. so sorry for your loss.
Do you really think you should be here, given your role in what happened?
I thought your sister might like some pie.
People are so kind. They've been stopping by all day.
Bess, how are you?
Fred was in a dangerous line of work. I always knew it might take him one day.
Still, it must have been a terrible shock.
Was it a shock for you?
That's enough. The doctor said you need to rest.
Seems my sister has lost her manners.
Well, we wouldn't want to tire you out.
Oh,
Devastated?
People don't always show it. Hi, welcome. Oh, there are some chairs up front if you haven't found a seat. I am so happy to see so many new faces. Come on in. This is the Real Murders Club, and I am Aurora Teagarden. Tonight's topic is Bonnie and Clyde syndrome. Famous couples who have a passion for killing.
I think we should talk about what happened to Captain Burns.
Excellent suggestion. Unfortunately, that's not our topic tonight.
He was murdered.
But it's still an open investigation.
Why do you think we all came? I mean, there could be a killer on the loose.
I know everyone's concerned, Larry, and we feel terrible about what happened to Captain Burns, but we don't want to interfere.
People are talking already. How's talking here any different?
We can't pretend it's not happening.
Why don't we take a vote? Everybody in favor of sticking with our original topic, Bonnie and Clyde?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Sorry, I'm late.
It's okay. I say you got here just in time.
Okay, well, if we're gonna do this, let's be systematic. What are the most important elements to any crime?
Motive and opportunity.
So what do we do first?
Generate a list of possible suspects.
I heard the police don't have any suspects.
I heard he was working a case on the down low, keeping it hushed up. That's what my parole officer told me. Detectives weren't happy.
What about his wife?
His wife?
When I went to see Bess Burns this morning, she seemed almost cheerful. And her sister rushed me out, as if she was trying to hide something.
Well, people do have unexpected reactions to grief.
May I offer an observation?
Yes, this is Tim Prentice. He used to work for the CIA.
Hi. Listen, so far this is all speculation. We need to start with the facts.
We don't have any facts.
On the contrary, we have 2 facts about the killer. Don't we, Aurora?
Well, we know they can fly, and they're strong enough to push a body out of a plane.
Exactly.
Thanks, man. You really elevated the conversation.
Thanks.
I completely agree.
I'm glad I could help.
Oh, so am I. I was afraid it was turning into a witch hunt.
People are scared. Sounds like he was important to the community.
But Bess Burns couldn't have done it. She's too small.
All I said was be careful about building a case on hunches. I've actually seen tiny women commit terrible crimes.
Actually, so have I. Hello? Hello?
Hey, Ro.
Hey, are you at work?
No, but I will be as soon as I'm done getting my coffee. What do you need?
Well, I need you to ask your editor to put you on the Captain Burns story.
Why?
Because last night, I saw a picture of Bess Burns standing next to the plane that flew over the house. We have to figure out if she knows how to fly.
wow, is that such a good idea?
I mean, that's why I'm calling you. I could ask Lillian, but after yesterday, I figure she wouldn't be much help.
But remember what Tim said at dinner? About how he thinks the killer might be trying to bait you? I don't want to see you get in any trouble.
No, I am not in trouble. I'm at the library. About to have a friendly conversation with my not-so-friendly supervisor. Hey, I gotta call you back. Lillian? Lillian? How's Lillian?
She's stable, but she hasn't woken up yet. Does she normally carry a purse?
Yeah, it's a black leather one.
Huh. Well, we couldn't find it. I'm pretty sure it was a robbery.
I don't think so. I think she knew something, and that's why she was attacked.
Okay, please don't start.
I went to see Bess Burns yesterday, and Lillian was very jittery.
Well, her sister's husband was just murdered.
Yeah, doesn't that seem strange? I mean, a man is murdered, and 2 days later, his sister-in-law is attacked.
I just told you her purse is missing.
No, it's too much of a coincidence.
No, I'm writing it up as a robbery.
Lieutenant Smith?
Yeah.
We found it in the dumpster.
I just don't see how this could have been a robbery.
Well, maybe somebody wanted to make it look like a robbery.
You think it was connected to Burns?
That's what Aurora thinks.
Please tell me you have not been discussing this case with her.
No.
This isn't a robbery. The woman was related to Captain Burns. Must be connected.
I'm sorry, can I help you?
Did you know that Captain Burns was looking for Martin Bartell the night before he died?
I'm aware.
Are you also aware that Bartell is dating Aurora Teagarden?
Martin Bartell is not a person of interest in this case.
Well, I'm interested. He used to work for the CIA. They're trained killers. And people who don't get along with his girlfriend are dropping like flies.
Let me remind you, Detective Lambert, that you are not assigned to this case. And I am acting chief in this department, which gives me authority to make personnel decisions.
Sorry to interrupt. It's the babysitter. She says your daughter climbed out of her crib.
That's ridiculous. She can't climb out of her crib.
Should I say you're busy?
I'll take it. She can climb out of her crib.
What did you say?
Nothing. I'll get it.
There you go. They're due in 2 weeks.
Is Lillian Tibbet the identity you use when you're not Aurora Teagarden super sleuth?
You scared me.
Yeah, maybe because you're engaged in some surreptitious behavior.
Can I help you with something?
Well, I wanted to come and get your friend Sally's phone number, but at the moment, I'm more interested in this. Is there always a police officer here?
Lillian was attacked this morning.
Who is this mysterious Lillian?
She's Bess Burns' sister.
Ah. Which is why you were going through her email.
I think Lillian may know who killed Captain Burns. And I'm afraid it might be Bess.
Careful, sounds like you're building your case out of hunches.
No, I'm following leads, actually. You know, Lillian sent Bess an email last night telling her to call her at work. She said it was urgent. And then Lillian shows up at work this morning and she was attacked. And that's not a hunch. That's a fact.
What happened? I just heard that Lillian was attacked. Is she okay? Are you okay? Hi.
Hi.
I'm meeting Martin for lunch. Why don't you two join us and I'll explain everything.
Okay. Oh, I can't believe it. Bess Burns is so sweet, and she's a pillar of the community.
You have to admit it's a perfect cover.
Well, we need to find out if Bess has an alibi. Or if she knows how to fly a plane.
I think we should leave it alone.
Well, it's too late for that. My editor already assigned me the story. I've already started my research.
No, I'm serious. You can't get involved in this.
Is that an order?
Someone dropped a body from a plane into your backyard, and 2 days later tried to kill a woman you work with.
Because she knows something about the murder.
Or maybe it's because she's close to you.
I don't think Aurora's in danger. If anything, I think it's a test.
Well, whoever this is, they're dangerous.
Lillian just regained consciousness.
Oh, that's great.
She's refusing to make a statement until she sees you.
Me?
She was pretty adamant, putting you, as usual, in the middle of my case.
Well, I guess I don't have a choice then. Did Lillian say why she wants to see me?
Nope.
Did she say anything about what happened?
She has a pretty bad concussion.
Do you think she knows something about Captain Burns?
Inappropriate.
Right.
Brace yourself. She's not making much sense.
Oh, Aurora! Oh, thank goodness you're alive. Oh, I was so worried. What would I do if something happened to you? I'd be all alone.
No, Lillian, you wouldn't be alone. You have a sister and a cat.
Oh, you're in terrible danger.
Why?
I don't know, but I feel it.
Lillian, do you remember anything that happened this morning?
Yes. My alarm clock, oh, I was having the most beautiful dream. I had wings. Do you ever dream you can fly?
Lillian, I think she meant after the dream at the library.
Oh, no, I didn't go to the library. I came straight here to the hotel.
Look at you. My poor baby. Can you imagine this happening? We're like those people who get struck by lightning twice. I made your favorite, jumble nut.
She's not 100%.
I'll give you some privacy.
Thank you.
Look at Smith.
Aurora? Oh, I'm so glad I ran into you. I meant to ask you yesterday, is your mother still in real estate?
Yeah, she is.
Oh, she's such a lovely woman. I'm wondering if you can have her call me. I'd like her to sell the house.
Your house?
It's just two people. I can't stay there anymore. Thank you. Okay, I better.
Aurora Teagard, Detective Lambert, Lawrencetown PD. I just wanted to follow up on what happened to Captain Burns.
Oh, of course.
Yeah, I heard he was trying to find your boyfriend, Martin Bartel, the night before he died. Any idea why?
No.
You know, I'm thinking that it relates to a case that Captain Burns is working on. Didn't Bartel spend time in the CIA?
Martin was in Chicago on business. He flew back after Captain Burns was killed.
It's a tidy alibi.
Martin didn't know Captain Burns.
You know, I like the way that you stand up for him. I heard you give a talk about that. Bonnie and Clyde.
It was canceled.
You used the meeting to plant suspicions about Bess Burns.
2 points. You're building your case out of hunches. And I don't like threats.
Poor Lillian. Imagine being mugged in a library.
Well, I saw Bess Burns today when I was visiting Lillian in the hospital. She wants you to sell her house.
Of course.
The house she's lived in for 20 years with Captain Burns.
It's a charming place. I bet it still has the original woodwork.
Mother, he died 2 days ago.
The woman is obviously grief-stricken. I mean, that house is going to be a constant reminder.
She doesn't seem grief-stricken.
Bess and Captain Burns have been dating since high school. I mean, they obviously adored each other.
Maybe Bess didn't adore him.
Are the police treating her as a suspect?
I don't think they have a suspect. Not yet. And it Except for maybe Martin.
Martin?
Well, Burns went looking for him the night before he died, remember?
Well, that's hardly a case.
It may be all they have, which is why I'm exploring other options.
Oh, if that's all they have, I'm worried about our police force. Martin Bartell is the most principled person I know.
I found a ring box in his pocket. I think he might propose.
Oh, well, I'm not surprised. I mean, the two of you have been dating for over a year now.
Yeah, I don't know. I like dating.
Marriage isn't a trap, Aurora. When two people love each other, it can actually be a gift.
I sense you've been waiting to share that advice.
You're an independent woman. Your parents are divorced. I'm not surprised you have reservations.
You won't marry John.
We are talking about you right now, not me.
Actually, I was talking about Bess Burns.
Fine. I suspect your impression of that poor woman is being tainted by your fear of commitment.
Just take a lot of pictures. You know, when you visit the house.
Absolutely not.
Well, you always take pictures.
Well, not for such purposes. I'm a real estate agent. I'm not a spy.
Hey, you about ready to go home?
Pete Lambert is out of control. Did you know that he interrogated Aurora at the hospital?
About what?
About Martin.
Well, I thought Martin was in Chicago.
He was in Chicago. God, Pete is totally fixated. He says former CIA agents can still change flight manifests. Plus, they're trained killers. Wait, didn't he get fired?
Well, he and Burns were golf buddies. I think Burns arranged a transfer.
So why is he back?
Look, don't let him get to you. He's just trying to make a name for himself.
Yep, for who?
Well, the mayor, probably. She appoints the next permanent chief.
You don't actually think the mayor would make Pete Lambert chief of police?
No.
You hesitated.
I didn't hesitate.
You actually thought about it, like it could be a possible option.
No. Look, let's just get your stuff and go home for the night, okay?
Okay, Bess didn't do it. She and Lillian were in Seattle all day long shopping.
Maybe she had Lillian lie for her.
Next time, can we do this in a diner? Because this feels too much like a spy movie.
Can Bess fly?
Yes, as a matter of fact, Burns bought her lessons for their anniversary 2 years ago.
I knew it.
There's no way that she could move a body that size.
Martin.
Martin.
What are you two doing out here?
Just talking.
But it's cold and dark.
We must have lost track of time.
Well, this is lucky. I was just walking through the park and I saw your car. And hey, why don't we call Tim and see if he wants to grab dinner?
Yes. We can't. Remember, we have that work thing?
Right. We have a thing.
Yeah. I'm so sorry. We should definitely do it. Just another time.
Okay. Well, then, have fun at your thing.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye. What thing?
We have to find out if Bess Burns can move a body.
Of course we do. Perry works at the gym?
Well, Martin said he just started 2 weeks ago.
Hey, I need this back by the end of my shift. You can just leave it by the dumpster. I don't want to get in trouble with my boss.
How much does this weigh?
75 pounds.
Oh, we're gonna need something heavier.
Take no prisoners, am I right?
The airport manager is 100 years old. Plus, he has a hearing problem. He'll never know I'm here.
Okay. If this is so easy, why didn't we tell Martin?
Because he would have tried to stop us. You heard him at the cafe. He doesn't want me involved.
Maybe he has a point.
But all you have to do is keep the manager talking.
I'm reading an article in this case. I have to remain impartial.
You are impartial. You collect facts, I test them.
Hello? Hello.
Shouldn't sneak up like that.
So they both flew.
Every Sunday, pair of lovebirds.
And what about last Sunday? Did you see them?
Well, Sundays I sleep in. Captain Burns had keys. He'd sign himself in and take the plane. Figured I could trust him with that much.
So who brought the plane back?
He was there when I came to work. I figured he did. I mean, that's what usually happened.
Do you have surveillance cameras?
Why would I want that?
Or surveillance?
Detective Lambert, Lawrencetown PD. I'd like to check the hangar.
I'd like to ask a few questions.
Who are you?
She said she's a reporter.
Yes. Would you describe this investigation as stalled?
There's a leadership vacuum.
Mm-hmm. And do you have any suspects?
What'd you say your name was?
Sally Allison.
You were there. At the Burns murder.
Told me she was a reporter.
I am a reporter. And I have all the information that I came for. So thank you very much, gentlemen. I hope you have a nice night. Excuse me. Bye.
Bye.
What's that, Pete Lambert? Keep your head down. Why is he here?
Well, because he's police and maybe because he's investigating a crime scene.
Okay, I got the punching bag in the plane. Bess could have definitely done it.
Okay. Ah, what? Oh no, I'm already nervous enough as it is.
Oh, is this a good time to tell you that I left the bag in the plane? I was in a hurry to get out.
Oh, we can go back and get it now. Hi.
Oh, hi. How was your thing?
What?
Your work thing with Sally.
Oh,
Is everything okay?
fine. Martin, did you stop by my house earlier?
No. Why?
Because somebody did. And they left me flowers. Hi.
Hi. You're up early.
What are you doing?
We're installing a security system.
Only if you want.
Can I talk to you in private? You really should have asked me first.
I thought you'd be happy.
No, I don't want a security system. It would just sit there, blinking, making me nervous.
Aurora, somebody broke into your house.
No, neither of us found any signs of forced entry. I may have forgotten to lock the door.
But they came inside.
And left flowers.
But we can monitor it. Right from work.
No, I don't want to be monitored. It makes me feel like a prisoner. I'd rather have a dog.
Dogs can be distracted.
Then I'd rather have a cat.
Should I keep going or?
No. But thank you.
No cats, please. I'm allergic.
Okay.
I hope I'm not interrupting you.
Not at all.
Oh. This place is lovely. Just the way I remembered it.
Well, I'm ready to let it go.
Oh, too painful, huh?
Yeah, I thought so. But when I woke up, I realized I'm not tied down anymore. I can do whatever I want with my life.
Do you mind if I take a few photos?
Oh, by all means.
Detective Lambert has been interfering with the Burns investigation. He's been intimidating witnesses, building his own case. I normally wouldn't say anything, but I just thought you should know. He and Captain Burns used to be golf buddies, and I don't know, he might just think he's above the rules.
How's the investigation going?
Fine. Great. Very great. We are actually really close to closing the case.
I'm glad to hear it.
Madam Mayor, sorry I'm late. Are we still on for the driving range?
Absolutely.
Perfect.
I don't see how this will help. I was so nervous, I took pictures of everything.
Admit it, you found it thrilling.
I felt awful. Just like I did when I stole penny candy.
You stole candy.
I was 4. And I confessed.
We need to call a meeting. Okay, let's get started.
Well, I can't be part of this, so you're invading this poor woman's privacy. So I'm gonna go down to the office.
Good idea.
I'll see you after the meeting for dinner.
Okay.
So I found the same kind of flowers in my house. I called all the local florists. None of them made deliveries. And none of them had peonies in stock. And this is the card that came with the flowers.
You think Bess left them?
Creepy. Okay, but Bess didn't kill Captain Burns. The police have security footage of her and Lillian shopping.
Bess may have had help.
Well, who's that?
Detective Lambert. He's been working on the Burns case. He's trying to make Martin a suspect.
Martin?
He doesn't have any evidence, so I couldn't figure out why. Until I saw this.
They look cozy.
And what's the best way to avoid being caught for a murder?
Pin the crime on somebody else.
You think Detective Lambert killed Captain Burns?
So he could be with Bess?
Maybe Bess and Lillian went shopping so that Detective Lambert could push Burns out of the plane.
Sweet.
Is it?
You're drawing a lot of conclusions from one photograph.
It's a theory. I mean, we need more information. Sally, you can interview Bess, and I'll see what I can dig up on Detective Lambert.
I think we should talk to the police.
Detective Lambert is the police.
No, we can't go to the police without proof.
Okay, but whoever did this attacked 2 people and broke into your house. They're not gonna like us asking questions.
We can be discreet. You're writing a story for the paper, and I'm a librarian. I always do research.
Martin tried to set up a security system. Aurora told him she'd rather have a cat.
That's a great choice. What, cute but dangerous?
Thanks, Perry.
Hey, I'm sorry about the bag. I hope I didn't get you in trouble.
Oh, no, it worked great right by the dumpster, like we said.
Did you go back?
No. Thanks for fixing the faucet.
Yeah, it seemed like somebody tampered with it.
I know.
I wish you'd told me, especially since you won't let me install a security system. I worry about you.
I know you do. Thank you.
Oh, don't thank me yet. Ta-da.
Oh, Martin.
Now you can thank me. Ooh, I can finally give you that present.
We should talk.
It's okay, I can wait.
Hello? Hello?
Wrong number?
Actually, I think it was Pete Lambert.
Who's Pete Lambert?
A detective. I think he's been following me. He showed up at the hospital and at the airport.
The airport?
And he's called and hung up before. I think he killed Captain Burns because he's in love with Bess.
Slow down.
And he's setting you up, Martin. He's trying to make it look like you did it.
When were you at the airport?
Oh, last night. I needed to see how hard it would be to get a body into a plane.
Of course you did. So that was the work thing?
But it wasn't a plan. I kind of got the idea while we were talking.
So you lied to me?
I avoided a complete explanation because I knew you'd be upset.
Well, I am upset. I'm really upset.
You see?
I told you not to get involved in this. This is way too dangerous.
I know. I just told you. They're trying to frame you.
That's it. I'm driving you over to Sally's.
What? No, no. See, that's exactly why I don't want to tell you things. You're too controlling.
What's that supposed to mean?
It means I can take care of myself.
So what are you saying? I should just go then?
Is that what you want?
Well, I definitely don't want to control you.
Good.
Fine. So I'll just go then.
Fine.
Fine.
Someone is stalking my daughter.
I didn't say stalking.
They broke into her home, left a threatening message, and you sent her back there alone.
It sounds much worse when you put it that way.
I am so sorry. Does it hurt?
I've been attacked by you before. I'm starting to get used to it.
Serves him right, leaving you alone like that.
Actually, I left her alone.
I thought he was an intruder. Why did you send John over here?
I can't believe you'd ask me that question. Isn't it obvious?
Okay, no sign of forced entry, no tire tracks or footprints except yours.
Well, I saw someone around the side of the house when I pulled up.
No, I don't see how. I locked both doors after Martin went home.
Well, I didn't leave it. I'm allergic.
They were professional.
Well, apparently it's happened before.
Someone left flowers.
And she's been getting calls from an unlisted number. Hang-ups.
Okay, well, I'll put a trace on the calls, but we'll need a subpoena. That could take weeks.
Well, that settles that. You are spending the night with me.
And put you at risk?
Well, surely you're not staying here.
No, I just moved into my house. I am not letting someone drive me out.
I agree with your mother. I don't think you should be here alone.
Yep. I'll stay then. On the couch.
Okay, Kitty, what can we find in Captain Burns' office?
Help. Clever ploy, Aurora, but I am not leaving.
I'm sorry for not telling you what I was doing.
I'm sorry I got upset.
No, it's not your fault. My mother thinks I'm afraid of commitment.
I don't want to control you.
I know.
That's just what you do when you love someone. Try to keep them safe. Why don't you tell me why this Detective Lambert seems to think that I killed Captain Burns?
Well, he hasn't said why yet.
Well, the police need something. I mean, you don't just throw someone out of an airplane for no reason.
Well, Captain Burns was working on a case. Detective Lambert implied that you were connected.
What case?
I don't know. He never talked about it. But I think it had to do with a guy named David Anson.
Anson, the software mogul.
Yeah, he was killed last year in Seattle. Burns was collecting articles about the murder.
Yeah, I read something about it. Anson was trying to block the sale of his company. But then after he died, a lot of people got rich, and the police seemed to think that it was a professional hit.
How far do you think Detective Lambert would go to make you look guilty?
We don't even know that he's involved.
Maybe I should take that security system, if the offer's still good.
I was afraid this would happen. Slacking off as soon as I turned my back.
Lillian, what are you doing here?
I've worked at this library for 20 years. Where else would I be? Belize?
I thought you were still in the hospital.
The doctors pronounced me perfectly healthy.
And what about your memory? Do you remember this man?
I remember enough to do my job and to recognize, as usual, you're not doing yours.
You don't remember anything that happened?
If I did, I wouldn't waste time gossiping about it.
Happy you're back.
I doubt it. Now you have to work.
I really don't know Pete that well. He was more my husband's friend. Although I must say he's been very attentive since my husband died.
Attentive? How?
Oh, he drops by almost every day, and always with a gift. Flowers, cookies.
Peonies.
Yeah, I told him those are my favorite.
Tim designed the security system for work.
Nobody can get past it, not even Pete Lambert.
I might be wrong about him. Well, I was looking at a picture of him at the library. Lillian didn't recognize him.
She's back?
Whoever killed Captain Burns also attacked Lillian. I mean, if it was Pete Lambert, she would have had some sort of reaction.
Unless she's still having memory problems from the concussion.
Yeah, but it still doesn't fit. The kitten, the flowers, the phone calls. Why would Detective Lambert be so focused on me?
Maybe he admires you.
Well, it sure didn't seem like it. And even if he does, I mean, he wouldn't give me a kitten. You two are the only ones that heard me talk about a cat. Well, you and the other three at the meeting. Perry did say the cat was a great idea.
You know what? I remember that. Cute but dangerous. Thought that sounded a little strange.
No, I left Perry's punching bag at the airport, and somehow it got back to the gym. So, maybe he's been following me.
I don't think it's Perry.
Well, I don't want to think it, but he does have a record. I mean, who else would it be?
I may have told a couple people about your cat comment.
How many people?
Pretty much everybody I saw that day. I was a little frustrated. Allergies.
Okay, so it could have gotten back to Lambert.
I wish I knew who made those phone calls.
Why don't I find out?
Well, Arthur said it would take weeks.
Tim can find out. He was a surveillance expert.
I still have a few connections.
I want to commend this department for functioning so effectively during this difficult time. And I am pleased to report that after reviewing the files and considering all the candidates, I've made my decision, which wasn't easy. The position of chief requires exceptional intelligence, interpersonal skills, tenacity, and courage, which is why I'm delighted to give the job to Arthur Smith.
Arthur?
Bess, it was a wonderful service.
Thank you.
He was a good man.
He was. Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you.
I'm sorry for your loss.
Oh, we were lucky. We had 20 wonderful years together.
Glad you're feeling better.
Better, what do you mean?
She still doesn't remember what happened.
Oh, well, maybe it's a blessing.
That's exactly what I said.
It's okay. What? Congratulations, Captain Smith.
Oh, thank you.
Do you have a moment?
Sure.
I was just wondering how you intend to salvage the Burns investigation.
Actually, I haven't had a chance to think about it.
A man is dead, Arthur. A woman's been attacked, and my daughter's house has been broken into. Twice. And you don't even seem to have a single suspect. Can you explain the state of paralysis?
Smooth, Arthur.
You know, I have to admit, I wasn't sure I agreed with you about Detective Lambert, but I'm starting to think you're right.
Do you think Perry's been acting a little strange?
Perry Dell?
Yeah, well, he was a little excited at the meeting.
Well, murder always excites him. He thinks it's a game.
What's up, ladies? That's a nice dress.
I'm gonna get some salad. Oh, it's official. I am completely paranoid. Everyone in this room looks like a potential stalker.
Maybe we can narrow it down.
Is this who called me?
Quite a few times, turns out. You must have missed some.
Who does the number belong to?
Registered to a fake name, charged to a stolen credit card. Fairly common practice for people engaged in criminal activity.
See? I told you Tim was good.
Well, thank you. This is so much more than we had before.
Excuse me. Hello. Good morning. I need to say a few words. It's hard to appreciate a person's true value until you stand in their shoes. Captain Burns was a strong leader. He took care of our community without complaint, and never asked for anything in return. A number of people have approached me today wanting to know how I will replace him, and the answer is, I can't. But I can commit all of the resources of our department to finding the person who did this. And I promise you, we will do that. But until that happens, let's not forget why we're here. To Captain Burns.
Captain Burns. I can't replace him? Does that sound like a cheat to you?
Arthur, that was great.
Thanks.
I thought you should have this. It's the unlisted number, the one that's been calling me. It's registered to a fake name, but cell phones have GPS, so I thought maybe you could find out where it was when the calls were placed.
How did you get this?
I have friends.
Right. I wish I could say the same.
Arthur, you're a good person. You're gonna make a great chief.
Thanks, Ro. I hope so. For now, I think I'll just hide.
Perry?
Aurora?
Help! 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 He's been stabbed. Call an ambulance.
Both hands over your head.
Now!
The police are holding everyone until they find the knife.
Well, what if they can't find the knife? Can they keep us here all night?
I just talked to Lynn at the hospital. She says Arthur's stable.
And what about Martin?
They're still questioning him in the church office.
How long does it take to give a statement?
Tell me what happened.
I did tell you.
Tell me again. I don't want to miss any details.
I stepped away from the reception to go to the men's room. I found Detective Smith on the floor. I opened his jacket to check his heart rate, and I found blood.
No one else was there?
No one.
I keep thinking about the coincidence. You showing up at the exact moment that Detective Smith was stabbed.
I didn't stab anybody.
I never said you did.
No, but that's where you're going with this, right? You think that I killed Detective Smith because he announced that he was going to catch whoever killed Captain Burns, and you think I killed Captain Burns, right? Because I killed the software mogul, David Anson.
Is that your official statement?
I didn't stab Smith, I didn't kill Burns or Anson.
And how do you explain the plane tickets?
Crazy, there's still so much food left.
Try not to have so much fun. Someone just got stabbed.
Oh, hey, who were you trying to call before?
You.
Yeah, that's who answered, but who were you trying to get?
Perry, the phone was in your pocket.
Totally weird, right? It's not even mine, it just started ringing.
Detective Lambert says we're free to go.
Oh.
I'll get your coat.
Is Perry Bell harassing you?
Oh, no.
So what was all that talk about the phone?
It was just a misunderstanding.
Well, if I were you, I'd stay away from him. He is a very strange man.
Can I give anybody a ride?
Well, I'd love one. Ro, do you want to come with us?
No, I'm gonna stay and wait for Martin.
Okay.
Be safe.
I feel like I should apologize. I don't know why this keeps happening. First Captain Burns, and then Lillian, and Arthur. This used to be a really safe town.
Would you have lunch with me?
I would.
How about tomorrow?
Okay.
So, we found a silver lining.
I guess so.
You should have gone home.
It's not what people do when they love each other.
Oh, no? What do they do?
Make sure they're safe. How bad was it?
Well, the good news is he didn't have enough to arrest me.
What's the bad news?
There might be evidence. Can I borrow your iPad?
Sure. What do you mean by evidence?
I'll show you. There.
Martin Bartel.
Well, according to this manifest, I flew to Seattle at 5 a.m. the day that David Anson was killed, and I came back that night.
Maybe it's a different Bartel.
That's my security clearance.
But you didn't go to Seattle. You were with me. It was our 5-month anniversary. Not that I keep track.
No, of course not. Why would you? Oh, and technically, it was the day before our 5-month anniversary. At any rate, someone is either using my ID or changed the flight manifest.
To make it look like you killed both of them. David Anson and Captain Burns.
At this point, it's purely circumstantial. The police need hard evidence.
Yeah, but Detective Lambert is the police. If he can change the flight manifest, then he can plant hard evidence. Martin, Detective Lambert was living in Seattle when David Anson died.
You think he killed Anson?
Well, you said it was a professional hit. And people got rich afterwards. Maybe he collected his payment and he came back for Bess.
But then Burns caught him.
Right. So he pushed Captain Burns out of the plane into my yard so he could frame you for both of the crimes.
Dazzling how your mind works.
Thank you.
No wonder he sent you flowers and gave you a kitten.
Actually, I think that was Perry.
Perry?
I think he has a crush on me. What? Just don't act suspicious. We have to catch Pete Lambert before he catches you.
Arthur?
I think so. Feels a bit unclear.
I thought I lost you.
I'm not a quitter.
No, you're not.
I love you.
I love you too.
What happened?
We're still trying to figure it out.
Pete.
I had to put him in charge. I wasn't gonna let you come here alone.
No, I mean, he followed me.
He followed you? Where?
At the hall, I was going to the men's room. He said something and went in. I didn't want to talk, so I waited.
Was anyone else there with you? Besides Pete?
My jacket. Check the pocket.
What is this?
Aurora. Those calls.
I've been trying for 2 days to get this number.
What he said.
What Pete said?
Crime rate is about to spike.
You're not on the schedule.
I know. And I know you're working, but I need to talk to you. It's kind of important.
Somehow, I doubt that.
Did Captain Burns ever talk to you about any of his cases? You do remember Captain Burns?
Of course I remember him. And it doesn't really help asking about my memory. The doctors say it takes time.
Oh, okay. Well, there's something I want to show you. I think it might help.
I know him.
That's David Anson.
Somebody killed him.
That's right. Did Captain Burns tell you that?
Yes. He knew who did it.
Captain Burns knew who killed David Anson. Did he say who it was?
He told me to take Bess shopping. They were supposed to go flying together, but he had to meet someone. He didn't want to disappoint Bess. He told me don't tell her. He never told her anything. Treated her like a child.
Did he say who he was meeting? He was meeting the person in the sketch?
Yes.
That's the person who killed David Anson. Okay, you and I need to go to the police. But first, I want to go talk to Bess about the sketch.
I can't close the library.
Okay. That's okay. I'll go talk to Bess, and then I'll come back. Just don't say anything. Don't go anywhere or tell anyone. Just keep saying you don't remember.
Oh, thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you.
This is nice.
Yeah, this is great.
I'm sorry, I can't really stop thinking about Arthur.
Oh, that makes two of us.
You know, I was up all night wondering who would do something like that. And why was Detective Lambert questioning Martin for so long? I mean, do you think Aurora's right? Do you think he's being framed? What?
Captain Burns came looking for Martin the day before he died.
Oh, I know.
No, I mean, he came by the office. He said he had evidence connecting Martin to a murder in Seattle.
Murder?
Plane tickets, surveillance photos. He said it looked as if Martin had been tracking somebody, as in planning a professional hit. I told him it was impossible that Martin is the most ethical person I've ever met.
Did you say anything to Detective Lambert?
No, but if Burns was collecting evidence, Lambert probably already knows.
What about Aurora? Did you say anything to her?
Not yet. I don't know what to do.
Aurora needs to know.
Detective Smith, you know that phone number you gave us? Some kid named Perry Dell turned over a phone with the same number. Said he found it at the funeral.
I'm listening.
History shows a lot of calls going to Aurora Tea Garden, and 2 to Captain Burns the morning he died.
Did you check the GPS data?
Most of the calls show they come from Martin Bertel's address, or his company, Panagra.
Get me Detective Lambert.
I don't think he's in.
Then bring him in.
So we'll talk later then.
Yeah, thank you. Oh. Aurora, what a pleasant surprise. Come on in.
Hi.
What in the world are you doing here?
Well, Bess is going through a lot of changes, and I thought I'd see how she's holding up.
How sweet. Well, I'm sure Bess doesn't want us intruding into her private matters.
Actually, I would love the company.
You see?
Aida, thank you so much for helping me with the house today. I really appreciate it.
Oh, you're welcome.
Okay, Bess, I know this is a difficult time, and I really don't want to intrude, but I need to see your husband's desk.
Of course. It's just right here. Oh, it's so gloomy down here. I don't know why Fred liked it. I promised your mother I'd paint. At least Pete tidied up when he took everything away.
Pete? Detective Lambert?
Oh, he's been such a support since my husband died.
Bess, Captain Burns had a police sketch over his desk. It is very important that I get more information about it.
I wish I knew what to tell you.
Did he have a computer?
You can't just hold me here without a warrant. You're seriously jeopardizing your case, not to mention your career.
All you have to do is talk.
I didn't kill anybody. You and I both know that.
David Anson was stabbed. Quick thrust to inferior vena cava, a well-known CIA move. Burns was stabbed the same way. So was Detective Smith. Only you weren't so successful with him.
Fine. Bring me in.
Not until you confess.
My phone keeps vibrating.
Guess we're gonna have to let that one go to voicemail.
If people are trying to reach me, it's just a matter of time before someone comes to find me.
No one's coming.
What's this?
Some kind of a game. It can change the way you look in photographs. Our neighbor's son came over last month and was teaching my husband how to use it. Apparently it can change everything, even your age. Oh, of course. Oh, why didn't I think of it before? They were playing with a sketch. Yet they changed it a lot of times. I can't imagine why.
The person was wearing a disguise. Captain Burns wanted to see what they look like without it.
Hi, this is Martin Bartell. I'm not available at the moment. Please leave your name and number, and I will...
Come on, Martin.
I'm looking for Aurora.
Aurora, where are you? I've been trying to get a hold of you.
Lillian may be in danger. I left a message for Martin to meet me at the library, but he's not responding. Have you seen him?
No.
Well, I think he might be hiding.
Hiding?
Yeah, I think he's in trouble.
I know. Listen, I have to tell you what Tim just told me.
This is stupid. I'm not a hitman.
Really? And how do you explain these surveillance photos of David Anson?
Where'd you get those?
Burns found them. On your computer. Encrypted. You were following Anson, weren't you? Trying to plan how to kill him.
I wasn't following Anson. Tim was.
Tim?
Tim, Prentice. We worked together at the CIA.
You'd say anything to get out of this.
Open up, Bartell. I know you're in there.
Did she come in today?
Oh, she's not on the schedule.
But you saw her.
I don't remember.
Am I making you nervous?
No. Would you like to leave a message?
No, it's okay. I can wait.
Oh, well, the library's closing.
I think you do remember.
Yeah, I need to talk to you,
Okay.
but in private. I don't want to upset Lillian, and it's about what happened, and she still doesn't remember.
Oh, I'm pretty sure she has her memory back.
No, I don't think she does.
Okay, well, why don't you talk and we'll find out.
I think Martin killed Captain Burns.
Why would Martin kill Captain Burns?
Because Martin killed some guy named David Anson, and Burns found out.
It wasn't Martin.
No, she does not know what she's saying. She doesn't even know she was in the hospital. She thought it was a hotel.
Aurora, don't try to play me. You know who killed Captain Burns.
Why'd you do it?
Why do you think?
Well, Martin said that a lot of people got rich when Anson died. I assume that includes you.
How did you figure it out?
There's not a lot of people that can change flight records, not even the police,
Most people think it's impossible.
which makes it a great way to frame someone. That's why you came here, right? It wasn't about the job. You had to set up Martin.
So smart. What a waste.
But he was your friend.
He wasn't my friend. He claimed he was impressed by my intelligence, but he pitied me for being stuck behind a desk. When I tried to get put out in the field, he told him I didn't have the right instincts.
And that's why you killed Anson. To prove him wrong.
I don't belong behind a desk. He changed my whole future.
He hurt you, didn't he?
Martin doesn't deserve you.
And that's what you were trying to tell me. With the flowers and the kitten.
The more I got to know you, the more I could see.
Then let's go to the police. I'll tell them Martin did it.
Okay. Okay. First, we have to take care of Lillian.
I'll call the police.
Nice work.
I am pleased to present Captain Fred Burns with this posthumous Medal of Valor. The highest decoration in our country for bravery exhibited by a public safety officer. Captain Burns was a true hero who died in service to the public good. Thank you.
You must be very proud of your daughter, solving such a difficult crime.
I try not to encourage her.
Well, I am very grateful. And I know that my husband would want you to have this.
Oh, I can't take that.
You must. I have nowhere to put it.
Best sold house. She leaves tomorrow for Paris.
Paris?
Captain Burns and I always wanted to go.
Thank you for saving my life.
Lillian, would you like a cat?
Pretty impressive.
Doesn't feel right to keep it.
You closed the case.
Oh, Captain Burns closed the case.
Yeah, but if it wasn't for you, nobody would have known.
I didn't see it for so long. Tim even had me doubting Perry. And I set him up with Sally.
I know. Nobody saw it, not even me.
Maybe I'll donate it to the library.
Hey, not to compete, but if you recall in your not too distant past, I was gonna give you a present too.
Should I open it?
Unless you want to wait till you solve your next murder.
My Bonnie and Clyde talk.
First edition, signed by the author.
I can't believe you remembered.
I should spend more time in bookstores.
I actually thought you were gonna propose. I found a ring box in your pocket.
Oh, no. Cufflinks.
Oh.
Hey. You seem awfully perky for somebody who just didn't get proposed to.
Well, I didn't know if I was ready.
Does that mean you're ready now?
Well, that's the key to solving a mystery. If you want the answer, you're gonna have to ask the right question.
Allison Sweeney stars in an all-new Murder, She Baked mystery movie.
Bishop is dead. Norman just found the body.
Who would do that?
Whoa.
Someone is cooking up a recipe for murder.
If you rig the contest to win, you get $25,000. That's motive.
We gotta go through it all again and hope that something jumps out at us.
You're not gonna believe what I found.
Murder,